Hey guys, JPMX21 here. Welcome to our WWE previews slash reviews, and this time we are doing the preview of the upcoming pay-per-view, which is WWE Payback. The first this is what they advertised it at. The first pay-per-view of a new era. I mean, let me just say about Payback. I am actually really excited for Payback. I'm really excited because the card is really good. The card is really good. It's very watchable. The card is watchable. The matches are interesting. It has some backstory with them, and I'm looking forward for it. And to be honest, since WrestleMania, I mean, I've enjoyed every single Monday Night Raw, which is really rare because I think some Monday Night Raws before WrestleMania were just kind of like, eh. But the four Raws that happened after WrestleMania were really good. You have the first one. You had the first one when Enzo and Cass debuted. AJ Styles becoming #1 contender. You have the second. What happened in the second one? What happened? Oh yeah, Gallows and Anderson debuted. On the third was okay. It was very good, but wasn't the main event Ambrose versus Owens or something? And you had Zayn versus Jericho. And this one we had Roman versus Del Rio, but like you had that thing when AJ came out on top. So yeah, it has been very good Monday Night Raws in the past few weeks. Really good. But I'm excited. Please don't screw this. Please don't screw this pay-per-view. So we're gonna do it like we always do. We're gonna go through the 8 matches plus one thing that I also want to discuss. We're gonna go through all the 9 things that are gonna happen to Payback one by one, not knowing the order except for the pre-show, which is what we are going to start. And it's just the most irrelevant match of the card, to be honest. It's just the most irrelevant match of the card. It's Kalisto defending his United States Championship against Ryback. Again, like the match at they had a match at WrestleMania for the kickoff show, and the story for WrestleMania was poorly developed, very poorly. Like the story for their match at WrestleMania was like Kalisto. Ryback beat Sin Cara. Ryback asked for a challenge for Kalisto. Kalisto said yes, you have a match, and no story was built. What the story for this one? Ryback beat Kalisto on SmackDown, and now it just gets a match. It just gets a match. Like, simply as it gets, it just gets a match. And I'm not excited for this match. Not at all. Not at all. And what happened to the great, I kind of want to say the greatness of the United States Championship? Like, look at all the past United States Championship rivalries. Like, you had Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio, very good rivalry. The right man came out on top. Then you had John Cena, Alberto Del Rio wasn't really a rivalry, but Del Rio just issued the challenge and won the match. Then you before that you had Cena and Rollins when on SummerSlam both titles were on the line. Then Cena asked for a rematch at Night of Champions, and that was a good rivalry. Like, it was a good rivalry. Then he had John Cena versus Rusev, and John Cena Kevin Owens. Like, look at all of those matches, and it just are so, the rivalries are so good, and now we just get to the pre-show. We just go on to the pre-show. I mean, what happened? what happened? What happened? I seriously don't know what happened, but oh well. If I have to pick somebody to win this match, to be honest, I don't really care who wins this match. And it makes me sad because it's a title match, and I shouldn't be like, I don't care about this for a title match, but I kind of am like that right now. But if I have to pick somebody to win the match, I'm gonna go with Kalisto. But with WWE, I don't know what they have to do. They're probably even gonna give the title to Ryback, and the title is gonna become even more irrelevant. You know what? Cena's gonna come back on May 30th. And just give him back the US title and make it relevant again. Or even like, I would have been happy if Rusev got it back. If Rusev got it back. The League of Nations is gone. League of Nations is no longer a thing. So, I mean, put the title on Rusev or Sheamus, and you can even have like the triple threat for the League of Nations now. Or Barrett. Barrett's not doing anything. Barrett, since the first Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, Barrett has not been in any single SmackDown, in any single Raw. Like, why? Make Barrett great again. He was in 2010 when he was graduated. Like, the NXT was kind of the reality show back in the day. But when he was graduated from NXT, he was on main event after main event. He was main eventing SummerSlam. Even though the match, let's not talk about that because John Cena completely buried them. But you have on SummerSlam, he main evented Night of Champions with that six-pack when Randy Orton won. Main evented Survivor Series. You had that whole thing with John Cena pins him, he loses. If John Cena gives the victory to Randy, he's fired, even though the story was completely crap. But put Barrett on the title. Even though Barrett, I don't know if Barrett's a face or a heel, since he has been kicked out of the League of Nations. We haven't seen him before, so we don't know if he's still a face. Like, Barrett needs a babyface run before he leaves the company, because I think he's gonna leave the company. So just give the title to another man, or like push Kalisto to where he was when he was the rivalry with Alberto Real. Like, do that, and yeah. So I'm gonna go with Kalisto for the first match for the US title. Now, moving on, we have this is not by order, I repeat, we have the first match on the card that I'm going to talk to. The other one was the kickoff show for the pre-show. So we have the final of the tag team tournament. We have the realest guys in the room. We have Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy against the Vaughn Villains, and the winner will go on to face the New Day, which makes no sense that the New Day is not having a title match at the Payback, really. Like, come on. Like, the New Day hasn't defended their titles in the pay-per-view since the Royal Rumble. They defended the titles against the Usos. They haven't defended the title since then. I mean, they defended the title at Roadblock against the League of Nations. Then they defended the title against Jericho and AJ when Jericho turned heel. Then they defended the title on the night after WrestleMania against the League of Nations again when Barrett was kicked out of the League of Nations. So yeah, in my opinion, this match could have happened. But for me, for me personally, I would have just seen this match on a Raw. But we have Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, big Cass right here, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room, how you doing? I love Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. They are the team that we we needed in the main roster. They are the team that we need in the main roster. Like, Von Villains, I appreciate what they're doing because I like them. They have a cool gimmick behind them, but I mean, for now, they are getting pushed for the tag titles, but I feel like the Vaudevillains are gonna, like, end up getting in the mix of the tag team, sometimes it's like, it's WWE World Heavyweight Championship thing, like, there are too many big fishes for a small pond. And that's kind of the problem, because now you have the Usos, you have, besides the New Day, which are the champions, we have the Usos, you have the Von Villains, we have Enzo and Cass, we have, now, I guess they should be in the title picture, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. We have, what do we have then? Wait, can you count the Social Outcasts as it? Nah. But you have the Lucha Dragons. I mean, the Lucha Dragons is kind of a done thing. You had the Dudley Boys, and all these tag teams. I feel like the Von Villains are gonna get up in the mix, but I love Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. So for this match, I'm gonna go for them. So for me, it makes sense that for me, the right man to win, the right tag team to win is Enzo and Cass. But you know what happened at WrestleMania? You know, the New Day lost against the League of Nations, and I don't know. They could do, because this is the only way I can see the Von Villains winning, because you're gonna put the two most over tag teams for the titles up for grabs. Like, you have the New Day, which people love. They're so over with the crowd. But then on the other side, you have Enzo and Cass, which are over the crowd as hell, as well. So they could put the Von Villains on the title picture as well. But if that happens, the New Day is still gonna retain. And I don't know, seeing the New Day dropping the titles, I mean, for me, seeing the New Day dropping the titles, it would be against Enzo and Cass, not against the Usos, not against the Dudleys, not against, I mean, I could see against the Von Villains, but the Von Villains, they would probably put the New Day over, because the New Day lost at WrestleMania, and the winner of this match will probably go and face the New Day at Extreme Rules. So yeah. But either way, for this match, I'm gonna go for Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, the realest guys in the room, because the Von Villains are SAWFT soft. Yeah, they are awesome. They're awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy to win the tag team tournament and go on to face the New Day. It's probably gonna be at Extreme Rules, but you know what WWE does. It's probably gonna be the next night on Raw, even. I don't know, but no, it's probably gonna be at Extreme Rules. They're probably gonna have some build-up. But I like, just before ending this tag team part, I like what they're doing, giving mic time for either for both the Von Villains and Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, because the mic is the thing for soft. But seriously, I haven't, honestly, on NXT, I haven't seen the Von Villains on the mic, and they're actually not bad. So yeah, I like both teams, but just gotta go for soft. I'm just gotta go for soft. For Colin Cassidy, Enzo Amore, I'm gonna go for them to win the tag team tournament and then go ahead to face the New Day. Up next, we have a singles match, one-on-one. Not too hard to explain. We're gonna have Dolph Ziggler against Baron Corbin. You know, this match is simple. This match is very simple. Like, Ziggler faced Corbin the night after Raw. the night after WrestleMania, I believe, on Raw, and they got counted out, both men. Now, and this rivalry started between both, and I appreciate, because normally Ziggler puts over the guys that come from NXT. Like, you had Tyler Breeze. Who did he put up again? I mean, he had a rivalry with Kevin Owens, but that rivalry wasn't like putting over the new star, because Kevin Owens was already in the WWE. But you have the only two I can remember is Tyler Breeze and Baron Corbin right now. So that is which I think is going to happen. I think Baron Corbin is going to win, because normally Ziggler loses the first match and he wins the second. So yeah. So this first match, I think Ziggler, as good as he is, I love Ziggler. Ziggler is great. Just push him on the US. Oh, you can put since there's no brand split. We'll talk about in a minute. Since there is no brand split, you can put Ziggler on the US title picture as well with Kalisto. I don't care. Like, look what happened to the Ziggler that was World Heavyweight Champion. What happened to that Ziggler? What happened to the Ziggler that WWE pushed in 2012, 2013? What happened to that Ziggler? He's gone missing. He has gone missing. But yeah. For this match, simple as it gets, Baron Corbin is coming over with the win, in my opinion. The End of Days, the lone wolf is coming away with the win, because it's gonna he's on a roll, like he's undefeated right now. He won the Underdog Memorial Battle Royal WrestleMania. He won against Zack Ryder, which we'll talk about Zack Ryder in a minute. He won against Damien Sandow. Who did he win against as well? I don't know. I know that like Ziggler was on a match with somebody. I don't think the man that was supposed to be on that match wasn't even there, and Corbin attacked him. Then on the next night on the next Raw, Corbin was gonna get for a match with Sandow, and Ziggler attacked Corbin and Sandow. As much as people love Sandow, WWE just likes to make him a jobber. As much as we like Sandow, WWE just makes him a jobber. Like, come on. We would have put, for me, I would have put Sandow in the mid-card title. Simple as it gets. He, like, all these gimmicks that Sandow had, like, you had that stunt double with The Miz, the savior of masses. He just goes through it so well. Like, he just goes with them so well. So I think they should put Sandow in the title picture. But then again, Zack Ryder happened, and we'll talk about Zack Ryder in a minute. But either way, for this match, Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin, I'm going to go with Baron Corbin for the win. Up next, we have the Intercontinental Championship on the line. We have The Miz defending his accompanied by, with Maurice, don't forget about that, with Maurice defending his Intercontinental Champion against the returning Cesaro. Now, looking to this match, like, The Miz's reign hasn't been bad. I kind of like how The Miz and Maurice have all this gimmick, like, between a husband and wife. Like, they have all this gimmick between them, and it makes it actually it makes it actually like that. Make me actually like it. But yeah, I like Maurice. I'm kind of liking The Miz in this Intercontinental Championship reign, but I love Cesaro. Cesaro is the man. But like, if you look back in a time of 2 months, the Intercontinental Championship has changed hands 4 times. 4 times in 2 months. you had Ambrose that was the champion. Then he lost it to Kevin Owens on a Raw in a Fatal 5-Way, I think. Yeah, it was a Fatal 5-Way. Then Owens lost it at WrestleMania to Zack Ryder, and then Zack Ryder lost it the next night on Raw against The Miz, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, we love Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder went on Monday Night on Raw after he won the title, the Intercontinental title, which people were absolutely shocked. Ryder was the least expected man to win, and he won. Probably because all that Razor Ramon, because of all that Razor Ramon thing. Yeah, Razor Ramon, like when Razor Ramon had the title, when he defeated Shawn Michaels for the ladder match, he was there. He held the title for him when he was a kid. Now, Scott Hall, I like him to call Scott Hall. I don't like to call him Razor Ramon. Scott Hall hold Zack Ryder's title. It was a good moment and all that stuff. And Ryder came out cutting a promo. Ryder is good in the mic. He is entertaining in the ring. People cheer him. What do you need more? He's so underrated. He is so underrated. And now where he is back, he's back in NXT. Like, he's back in NXT because last NXT that I saw, which was the last NXT, the Hype Bros, which Zack Ryder is a part of, and defeated. Who did they defeat? Who did they defeat? I don't even know. But the Revivals came on. Dash and Dawson came out and attacked him. But he's the only thing that I hear talking about Zack Ryder. He went on a promo. He cut a promo the next night after he won the title on Raw, and the people were chanting, "You deserve it, woo woo woo. You deserve it, woo woo woo." And out comes The Miz asking for a title match. Zack Ryder says yes. Maurice interferes. He loses the match. And then he gets the rematch. Maurice interferes again. He loses the match again. And now you're back to the Jobber Squad. Oh my god. And he was even a jobber for Baron Corbin after that. He's back in the jobber, really. He's back there. And like, oh my god, come on. Just put him in the title picture. But I'm getting Ryder out of the way. We're going to talk about now about The Miz and Cesaro. Now, the thing here, like, you can ask me who would I want to win and who would I see winning? Who would I want to win? Cesaro. Yes, I want Cesaro to win. I want Cesaro to... I said it. I said it on the night that he came back, because I did the review for WrestleMania, and I did the review on the Tuesday after Raw, and I said it. Before he gets pushed to the main title, he should go back to the mid-card title, and that is exactly what they did. They put Cesaro in the Intercontinental title. I want Cesaro to win. Do I see him winning? The title has changed hands, like I said, in 2 months, 4 times. Like, do you want this title to, in 2 months, to change, in 2 months and a half, to change 5 times? I mean, I want Cesaro to win, but I can't see him winning just because the title has been going, has been switching around too often. And I kind of want The Miz to take the title. At least, no, you have, now we have Payback, then Extreme Rules. Is Money in the Bank? Yeah, it's Money in the Bank. Okay, maybe until Money in the Bank. Then at Money in the Bank, he can lose the title. I can see him losing the title at Money in the Bank. But just make him hold the title until Money in the Bank, or maybe a Raw between Money in the Bank and Extreme Rules. But if it is to Cesaro, I would be very happy. If Cesaro wins this Sunday, I wouldn't mind. But who I want to win, Cesaro, but who am I gonna go for? I'm gonna go for The Miz to retain the Intercontinental title, because the title has been changing hands too often. Now, moving on, we have the moving on to the next match. We have the women. Yes, I did say women for the first time in a preview, not divas. The women going on one-on-one. We have the women's championship on the line. We have Charlotte defending against Natalya. Charlotte being accompanied by her father Ric Flair, and Natalya being accompanied by her uncle Bret Hart. And Bret Hart doesn't really seem to be very happy to be at Payback. And in an was it in an interview or on Twitter? I don't know, but he's not excited to be there. He said it. Oh, I'm here. I will go to Payback just to support Natalya, because it's just not, because he does, like, he had cancer back. He had cancer, and he now is fully recovered, which, thank you. Good to see that he's recovered, and yeah, he does not seem too excited to be there. But then you have Ric Flair, which, like, apparently he was drunk on the plane or something, and he told Natalya last SmackDown to kill herself. Like, what? And you can see it was cut out. Don't go to WWE Network on SmackDown to see it, because it was cut out. WWE edit SmackDown, and when Ric Flair told Natalya to kill herself, WWE cut that out. But you can see, go on YouTube and try to find it. You can find it, and you can literally see when and Charlotte was clapping when Ric Flair was talking, and when the moment that he said "kill yourself," she stopped and was like, "Wait, what?" And Ambrose was laughing. Ambrose was laughing. It was the funniest thing in the world, and it was just like, okay, but like this thing, like the Hearts versus the Flairs, it's a good thing, like, but I can't see Natalya winning. I can't see Natalya winning. Like, even though Charlotte is champion since Night of Champions, the title is new, and she won it at WrestleMania, because she is the new at WrestleMania. She was said to be the new women's champion, and even though a pay-per-view without Sasha and Becky, I don't like that. I love Sasha and I love Becky, and Charlotte and Becky and Sasha put it in an incredible match at WrestleMania, and I love that match. It was match of the night for me, and that match was great. And now Becky and Sasha are out of the title picture for now. I heard rumors that Sasha's probably gonna win the title at SummerSlam, which is probably what's gonna happen here. They're probably going to make Charlotte being the reigning champion until SummerSlam. Like, I can see, and like Charlotte's gonna face Natalya now on Payback. They're probably gonna square off again at Extreme Rules, because probably Charlotte's not gonna win clean. But this is the thing that we want to see. We want to see Bret Hart putting Flair in the sharpshooter. We want to see Bret Hart putting Flair in the sharpshooter, and this is probably gonna happen. And I really, two old men fight. That is gonna be the funniest thing in the world. But yeah, Bret Hart has to put the sharpshooter on Ric Flair. Like, it's gonna happen here. Like, Bret Hart is being a manager, not interfering, watching the match and seeing, oh, good job, keep going, that's how you go, and all that stuff. Ric Flair, on the other hand, like we've seen at WrestleMania, when Sasha was getting to interfere when Becky tapped out, he pushed the leg out of Sasha, and Charlotte won. But looking back, that was kind of a good thing for Charlotte winning the title, because Charlotte is the top heel in the women's division, and which is actually good. Like, but there are all this talent here sitting. All of this talent. You have Sasha, you have Becky, you have Emma. Emma's actually really, I'm kind of really liking Emma. You have Paige, and all those. Is there anybody? Brie retired. Nikki's injured. Naomi, yes, Naomi. Tamina, I don't like Tamina at all, to be honest. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go in this match. Like I was saying, Charlotte's gonna win this match at Payback. Probably not clean. And now, then on the next night on Raw, Natalya comes off with the excuse that she wants another title match, and the match is settled for Extreme Rules. Then Charlotte defeats again Natalya at Extreme Rules. This time probably going clean, because that's what Charlotte actually does. Charlotte first wins cheating, then she wins clean. That's some things that probably that usually happen with Charlotte. Then I don't know, who can you put? No, not Becky, because Becky has already had the spot of WrestleMania, the spot of Royal Rumble. Who can you put as the baby face against Charlotte for the Women's Championship? Paige, for example. You can put Paige on Money in the Bank and Battleground. Or maybe you could just put Paige on Money in the Bank, then Sasha at Battleground, then she finally gets the title at SummerSlam, which is probably, it's rumored that Sasha's gonna win the title at Payback, the title at, not at Payback, SummerSlam, to Charlotte. But for now, Natalya against Charlotte for the Women's Championship. I think Charlotte is going to retain the title. Now, moving on, we have two matches that I kind of want to pair up, but I'm gonna go for one-on-one. Let's go with one-on-one. And we have but these matches, one of them I'm gonna give it to the babyface, the other I'm gonna give it to the heel. So we have we have another singles match, one-on-one, typical, no big deals. We have Sami Zayn going one-on-one with Kevin Owens. The long-awaited, the long-time rivalry is finally in the main roster. Is finally in the WWE. We've seen the rivalry in NXT. We've seen the rivalry at Ring of Honor. We've seen the rivalry in other indie promotions, I think. Did we? I don't know. But yeah. This rivalry has been going for a lot of time. I'm talking about rivalry wrestling-wise, not WWE-wise. But even though the rivalry has been going for a kind of a while as well, for a year because of NXT, like the old thing that Zayn injuring Owens and all that stuff. Zayn dropping the title to Owens. Yeah. So, this match at Payback, they're probably going to square off again at Extreme Rules. Now, and the man that I'm going to go with this time is Kevin Owens. I'm going to go with Owens to pick up the win. And originally at WrestleMania, it was supposed to be Owens retaining the title. But all that thing with Zack Ryder won the title. But now, I see Owens winning now, and then Zayn coming with the win at Extreme Rules. Probably Last Man Standing, Extreme Rules. What's the other match? Steel Cage. Either way, it could go either way. But I think at Payback, the man that's gonna win is Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, he deserves the win. He comes from a loss at WrestleMania from dropping the title. He has been losing a lot. He lost against Ambrose on Raw. He lost against who did he lost against? Lost against Ambrose. I don't remember. Did Owens? Recently he lost against Ambrose. But either way, I don't remember. But Owens has been on semi-losing streak. So yeah. For this match, I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens. I'm not talking too much about this match because this rivalry is pretty much what you see is what you get. Two men having issues personally. Two friends gone mixed up, and boom, there they go, and all that stuff. And you have Owens, and I think Owens is gonna take the win right now. Then Zayn's probably gonna take the win on Extreme Rules, and that's probably gonna be it for the rivalry. Even though the rivalry is never gonna end, they're probably building this rivalry to be a long-term rivalry, being not long-term in terms of like months, long-term in terms of like years, not years. You get what I'm saying? Like John Cena, Randy Orton, like that kind of rivalry. So yeah, I am gonna go for the win. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. The win, I'm gonna give it to Kevin Owens. Now, next match is the other match that I am going to go for. It's gonna be Dean Ambrose against Chris Jericho. One-on-one singles match, typical. Now, if I gave Kevin Owens the win against Sami Zayn, I'm gonna give Ambrose the win against Jericho. Jericho's a really good man on putting over Ambrose. Jericho comes for a win at WrestleMania against Style and against AJ. Ambrose comes from a loss at WrestleMania against Brock. So you make the pieces of the put the pieces of the puzzle correctly, and you see what's going to happen. Ambrose is going to win this match. Jericho's going to lose. Probably Jericho's going to win at Extreme Rules. Like, this is going to go like Owens, Ambrose, then Zayn, Jericho, all that stuff. But I like the chemistry that Owens, Zayn, Ambrose, and Jericho, all these four have between them. It's really good. I like it. But yeah, this rivalry was supposed to happen at WrestleMania. It was supposed to be Ambrose versus Jericho at WrestleMania. It was was it scheduled to be for the title? I don't think so. I don't know. But yeah, this rivalry was supposed to be at WrestleMania, and WWE thought, okay, now this is kind of in the knee. We're kind of riding these things on the knees. So we're gonna put Jericho versus AJ and Ambrose versus Brock right now. We're gonna book the rivalry that we want after WrestleMania, and it's actually a very good rivalry. And you can almost see that Ambrose is gonna win the match. You can see that Ambrose is gonna win the match because Jericho is coming out on top in every single Monday Night Raw. Like last time, Jericho came out on top with the Walls of Jericho on the announce table, even though that still doesn't hurt as much. That still hurts the same as in the ring. But yeah, Ambrose has been being like, not sort of, but being the underdog, to be honest. He's kind of being the underdog in the rivalry. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it to, because this has to be the build for Ambrose to next WrestleMania. I want Ambrose to win the Rumble and Ambrose to win the title at WrestleMania, because I talked about on previous previews and reviews about the Shield WrestleMania. About the Shield WrestleManias. You have 31, 32, and 33. You have Rollins coming out on top of 31, Roman coming out on top on 32, and Ambrose is the only one missing. So yeah, there's been a lot of talk for the Shield Triple Threat main event, and Ambrose finally comes out on top. Which I want Ambrose to be slammed into the title picture. Like, Ambrose has been getting his fingers, his teeth, everything. He almost has his hands on the title, but he never gets it. Like, he had Elimination Chamber when he actually won the title, but he won the match by disqualification. Then you have what was next? Then you had what was it? Like Roadblock. No, before that, going back there, you had Ambrose was on the last two for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship out of the Royal Rumble. He had Roadblock pinned Triple H, but even though he botched the thing, he won the title that night. The referee saw a thing that wasn't a thing because Ambrose botched it. Like, the feet can't be the feet can't be under the ropes, but they weren't. He botched that. But his fingers are so close to the title, and I hope that next WrestleMania is finally the time that Ambrose comes through. So, for this Ambrose versus Jericho, I'm gonna go with I'm not gonna go with Chris Jericho. I'm gonna go Chris Jericho for losing. I'm gonna go with Dean Ambrose. Now, coming up next, I'm gonna talk this very briefly. I'm not gonna talk too much about this. We have the decision of Shane McMahon, of Vince McMahon, making the decision who should run Monday Night Raw. It's either gonna be Stephanie McMahon or Shane McMahon. And man, it makes me excited. Like, it's so great that Shane beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Right? He clearly beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania to win control of Monday Night Raw. He clearly did that. The storyline was completely crap. That storyline, now that you look at it, it was completely crap. It was probably the worst, at least for the PG era, it was the worst Undertaker rivalry for WrestleMania. Hands down. It was so bad. There was absolutely no point. You didn't even know what would happen. So yeah. Now at Payback, what's gonna happen? There are rumors as well that the summer top rivalry is gonna be between The Authority and Shane McMahon. And probably they're gonna square off with tag teams, with one-on-ones, like the heel coming against the champion, which is gonna be the face, the other way around. But yeah, so who is gonna be running Monday Night Raw? Shane McMahon for me. Shane McMahon, because like I said in the beginning of this preview, I haven't enjoyed a 4 Monday Night Raws in a row so much that as I did right now. They were great. They were great. All of them were great. Now, so yeah, who's gonna be running Monday Night Raw? Shane McMahon. Now, and Stephanie gets really upset and all that stuff and makes it a rivalry and then the rivalry begins for the summer. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna go for. It's coming up for the main event. Finally, we've come out to our main event. We have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line. We have the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns defending against AJ Styles. Now, and this is the same exact thing that happened with Cesaro. With Cesaro versus The Miz for the IC Championship. Who would I want to win? I want AJ to win. I want all times of AJ to win. I want AJ to win so bad. Who's gonna win? Roman. Roman is not gonna win. Roman Reigns is not gonna lose his first title defense. First time he defends the title, he's not gonna lose. There's no way. Like, but if that happens, oh my God, it's gonna shock the internet. It's gonna shock the internet. But there have been a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of possibilities for this match. So you have the possibility of Roman beating Styles clean without any interference, which that's not gonna happen. It's definitely not gonna happen. Now you have this where if AJ wins, AJ could turn heel with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson interfering in the match and cost in Styles winning. But Roman Reigns is already booed out of the building every single time. Are they really trying to turn AJ Styles heel against Roman Reigns? No, they're not gonna do that. They can't do that. But now, I was like, oh, what is gonna happen now? But at NXT in a house show, Finn Balor lost the NXT title, and then I was, the pieces of the puzzle are coming together. Now we can see like Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, and all that stuff. We can see, and can we see Anderson and Gallows coming up with Reigns, helping out Reigns? No, they're not gonna help him out. But are they gonna cost AJ the match? Probably. You know, this can happen. Number one, Styles comes out, on this thing. First of all, I still expect a very good match. But in all of this confusion of the match, referee gets knocked out comes Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, and they beat up Roman Reigns. And Styles doesn't want to win that way. The referee gets back up. Roman Reigns hits Styles with a spear. Roman wins. Or they could just attack AJ, and on the next night on Raw they say, we tried to help you, you didn't want our help, now our real leader has arrived, and out comes Finn Balor. I think would it be a good thing for Balor to come out on Payback? Yes. For Balor to debut on Payback? Yes. And probably Styles is gonna get knocked out of the rivalry with Roman, and like they're gonna push Balor, and Balor can be the next WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, I think the man that's coming to WrestleMania, to the next WrestleMania, we're already planning things for a year now, but I think the man that's coming to WrestleMania with the championship is gonna be Roman, but not in the same reign. I think he probably is gonna lose it to Balor. Anderson and Gallows are gonna win the tag team titles, and they probably can get some more people into the Balor Club or Bullet Club. It's probably gonna be the Balor Club because you have all of this advertisement, you have these t-shirts, all that stuff with the Balor Club. It's probably gonna be the Balor Club. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. This main event I'm really excited for. If AJ Styles wins, it's gonna shock the world. If the Bullet Club costs AJ the match, it would be really interesting. Styles can't turn heel because, like, if Styles wins clean, no interference, Styles wins clean, it's gonna break the internet. Even though, look, check this out. What if Styles wins the title clean, and then the Balor Club, the Bullet Club, Anderson, Gallows, and Balor can come out and attack AJ? And then you have a Balor. But the thing is, I don't see Roman losing the title on his first title defense. He's defending the title for the first time after he won at WrestleMania. So he's probably not winning it. Styles is not winning it. So yeah, that's my thing for the main event. There are so many options that you can have in this main event. That is what I'm most excited for. And first of all, let me just point out one thing. Roman Reigns can get the Usos booed. Roman Reigns is so good that he can get the Usos booed. To be honest, I like Roman Reigns more than I like the Usos. I don't like the Usos. I don't hate them, but I don't really like them. They for me are just not meh. Like super kick parties. Come on, stop this. Ziggler already does that too much. Shawn Michaels, we want him back. He's retired. He's retired. He's not coming back. Of course he's not. But that is going to be it for our WWE Payback preview. So, I'm really expecting a good pay-per-view. And I'm going to end this preview right here. I'm really expecting a very good pay-per-view. I hope it. Please, WWE, don't screw it up, because the card is very good. The matches are very tempting. A lot of things can happen in the matches. And so yeah, you can see a lot of things can happen. So yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna end this preview, this WWE Payback preview right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well, because I really appreciate if you guys do that. And I will see you all in the next time.